And now, Giants Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day. Hey! From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go, Giants! Yes! 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 Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
All right, welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live here with the post game of Game 2, San Francisco Giants versus the New York Yankees in the Bronx. Today didn't go as planned. A little bit weird. Giants lose to the Yankees 8-4. A less than stellar performance by our starting pitcher, freaking Hicks. I tell you what, it was weird. Just before I get to you there, Glenn, and welcome back, by the way.
Thanks, buddy.
I thought this matchup that it was in the Giants' favor. Jordan Hicks has been throwing the ball pretty decently. Warren hasn't done shit really for the Yankees. I was like, okay, yeah, I think the Giants got a good shot at this. It was exactly the opposite. So, all right, what you got, Glenn? Let me hear what you got.
Well, another stellar at bat from Wilmer Flores got us going real early, Eric. But after that, like you said, I don't know how long the experiment's going to last. You know, they pay him starter money. I guess that makes him Eric, if you get paid, let me ask you this. If you get paid starter money, does that make you a starter? If I win the lotto, I guess I'm rich. But if you get paid a lot, does it make you a starter? And I told you his line looks ugly, but I said it before we went to the air. I'll start right in on it. Took us 14 games before Bob Melvin had to show Bob Melvin colors. Bases loaded, Eric. Bases loaded. Nobody up in the bullpen. What the hell? When was the last time you can remember Hicks going by 5 innings? That seems to be like his, that's the cliff. He goes over the cliff. You should be ready. If you're the manager of a big league ball club, you know your players. You know what you got. It's the 5th inning on a, let me check the temperature, 41-degree day. That's without the wind chill. I'm sure the dampness was to the bone. Every time I saw a different angle, did you notice? The things were fogged up and they had rained on the camera angle. They had to switch and clean the camera. So it certainly wasn't the best of days. And I thought Bob Melvin blew it today, Eric. On top of that, how long are we going to go with our situation in the bullpen where we're lacking left-handies and the left-handies aren't on the bench either, Eric? I think this team is missing some pieces, buddy.
Well, I tell you what, you make some good points. No doubt about it. I think Bob Melvin probably should have gone to the bullpen. But here's the thing: you got to let's look at what the Giants are getting ready to do. They're not going to have a day off until April 28th, and he's going to have to get the most he can out of starters. If it means you have one game where it's just not going to work out, so be it. Right? There's 162 games to be played. Sometimes you may have to you may have to stretch it out. Again, we're not in the race, so to speak. We're still in mid-April, not even mid-April yet. So I think he's just kind of pacing. I don't want to blow up the bullpen. I still got another game in New York. I got 4 games in Philadelphia. I got 3 games in Anaheim. We go back home and we continue to play. So you can't, and I think maybe that's the thought process. I get what you're saying. I think
fair enough,
right?
Fair enough, but the way you outlined it, then that is why I haven't changed my tune. 79 win team. Eric, this is a 500 ball club. That's why.
I don't think it's. I'm not gonna take it to that extreme. And let's look at this too, because one thing about Hicks, and you're spot on. Last year, 5 innings was it. But the thing is, last year he started losing gas. Right when he got to the 5th inning, he started losing something. He didn't lose gas. He was still throwing the ball hard. And another thing is he was relying on that sinker a lot. And unfortunately, the sinker wasn't sinking. He should have gone to his damn 4 seam where it could get up there to 98 to 100 miles an hour. Because, again, that sinker wasn't just doing what he wanted to do. It was either missing or it was a meatball, and the Yankees didn't miss it. Again, he went 90-something pitches. The problem was he walked his line is he walked 3. We'll get into it. He walked 3, struck out 3, gave up 8 hits, 7 earned runs. But, again, for him today, it was more about command more than it was about his stuff, because he has stuff. And maybe he was relying on that sinker a little bit too much. I don't know. Hey, sometimes sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them. And Hicks, let's see what happens. It's still early. Look, this is only his 3rd start. He's had 2 pretty good. He had 1 stellar start, 1 okay start, and this one was a stinker.
My buddy Dean, he's kind of like, okay, Glenn, he's keeping me happy. He's 50-50. I think Hicks will be okay. But he agrees that he left him in too long. So my question then to you, Eric, my rebuttal is, what do you think of the starting pitching? If you've got a guy who always crashes and burns in the 5th inning in Hicks, and you've got Verlander, who's been very suspect. So there's 2. There's 2 out of your 5. Are you concerned?
Not yet. I'm not concerned yet.
So you think they'll win okay, I think they'll win 79 games. I'm not concerned either, but they're still a 79 win team.
That's fair. I think they're still going to be around 84, maybe a little bit better.
Robert comes in and tries to.
Think about it. They're 10-4. That's pretty good. You know, I'm not going to complain too much about where the Giants are right now. No, look, I tell you what,
dude. They faced Cincinnati twice, home and home, and they faced Seattle. Dude, wait till we get into the meat and bones of this pro baseball.
Oh, I know, absolutely. Hey,
I don't think they faced the top pitchers yet.
Who have they faced? Well, they faced Framber Valdez, and they took care of him. They faced Brian Wu. They did good around here. He's decent, right? Who else? I don't know who they're going to face in Philadelphia. That one's going to be a tough one. Cincinnati, they faced Hunter Green twice, and they didn't do too good either times against Hunter Green. So, I mean, hey, there's a lot of baseball left, guys.
Dude, you can start the season 10-4. Let's check at the end of the month.
Oh, absolutely.
And progress.
100%.
But I think this is going to fall back into, I think they're playing out of their mind. We said all off season for this team to be successful, all the pieces had to come into play, and they have been for a lot of games, Eric.
Correct.
We've gotten lucky. We've got some big catches. We've had some timely hitting. But I think as the season progresses, I think the negatives will start to outweigh the positives. And it's a good thing we're 6 games over 500 right now.
And I tell you what, and I still said this, I still, and this is just me, I'd still rather see Hicks in the bullpen. That is where he had success. I think that's where he should be. But hey, the Giants are using him as a starter, so we're just going to have to take it start by start and see. Look, and I said this with Verlander, if he comes out with these next 3 games and it kind of stinks, well, then maybe there's something more there. But one bad start, I'm not going to be concerned. Not yet. All right, let's say, hey, before we get into,
you're not losing your mind yet, eh?
Nope, not yet. It's April 12th.
Okay. I want to say hi off the bat to, let's see, I can't remember off the top of my head. Ryan, Dean, and one other. Your stickers are in the mail. You should have them in a week.
Nice. There you go.
We only had 3 emails. So.
All right, right on.
Don't ask, you don't receive.
Here we go.
And now, today's Giants in Review on Giants Sports Talk Live.
All right, here's the line. The San Francisco Giants, unfortunately, they lose 8-4 to the Yankees. Yankees improve 8-6. Giants are now 10-4. Still good. We're okay. Giants, 6 hits, 4 runs on 6 hits. New York, 8 runs on 11 hits. That 5th inning was brutal. That was the backbreaker right there. The backbreaker was the 5th inning. 5 runs.
I think the thing that changed it in the 5th inning, and when it was getting real ugly for me, was 2 strikes on Bellinger. with runners at first and second. You had 2 on, 2 strikes. Base hit. That's when and the base is low. That's when it got ugly. It could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
Could have been a whole lot. They got 5 runs there. It could have been worse.
Yep. And there's other things we got to talk about. It's not just the pitching. It's about the hitting. We're going to get into that.
Yep.
Warren is now 1-0 with a 5.14 ERA. Hicks 1-1 now. Now his ERA ballooned. Of course that happens. It's early in the season, so it's going to fluctuate. He's now sitting at almost a 6. All right, let's look at the box score. Yaz, again, leading off. 0 for 3. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. The strikeouts reared its ugly head today for the San Francisco Giants. Look at that, Adames. 2 hits. No strikeouts today, so that was nice. Scored 1. Lee had a hit. Run scored.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you Lee would hit this year? And I know it's early, Eric.
It's early.
He's
early.
He's batting even more than I thought. So.
Chapman had a rough game. No hits, 2 strikeouts. One of those strikeouts was with the bases loaded. That was rough. Ramos had 1 hit. It was a double.
What's Wade Jr. batting?
Look at that. That is rough. There is something wrong with Lamont Wade, and that's something we could talk about later on here as well.
We needed a first base. Flores. We didn't go out and get one.
Flores had 2 hits, one of them being a 2-run jack.
Boom,
there to right center. Went to opposite field. Nice. Good for him.
Yep. I thought the ball was carrying, even on the Flores one. I mean, there was the early game triple by Bellinger. I thought the ball was carrying for a cold, wet day, too.
And there was wind. Yeah, Ramos, man, he kind of took a little bit. I mean, the wind was playing a factor. I'm not going to put a lot of it, but I think if he got back a little bit further, I think he could have got that ball. But, oh, well, it is what it is. Fitzgerald also with no hits. But no hits, 3 strikeouts, had 1 walk there at the end. And there you go, Giants with 12 strikeouts.
You don't panic. But
I'm not panicking now.
I show concern. Now we're up to 4 batting below 200, Eric. 4. Last week it was 3. I was concerned. Now we've got 4 guys below. So, dude, it's hard enough to win a Major League Baseball win, but if you can't hit 200, you're putting yourself in a bit of a hole, buddy.
Yeah. Did you know the Dodgers? They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys batting at less than 200.
Dude, you give me Shohei Ohtani, I won't open my mouth again. Okay,
I'm just saying.
Just
saying. Look, there's other teams who are in the same boat. I'm not going to worry about that. Honestly, I'm not. Now, I'll tell you where I'm worried though. Well, let's finish this and then we'll talk about specific people.
Yep.
Specifically, Wade and maybe Fitzgerald and Huff. Well, whatever. We could he's a backup catcher.
Yeah, well, Huff is in there, but listen, don't make an excuse for Huff because if we switch and put our regular catcher in there, he ain't doing much better.
He is doing better. His last few games, man, he's doing a lot better than what he did. The few games before. So he's getting out of it. There you go, Hicks. Only 4 innings, 8 hits, 7 earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Rodriguez came in. He gave up that 1 hit, but that was a great pitch. Freaking Dominguez just went down there, reached it, poked it to the left, got that base hit, and that was honestly that was the game there. You tacked on 2 more runs at that point. I think it became 7-2. I think at that time, but then he came back and he struck out 2.
I am worried about going cheap and bringing in my old buddy from Oakland, Trevino.
Yeah, it's funny. He gave up that first swing bomb to Rice. But then he locked it in. He got 3 strikeouts. Again, that guy is a little bit iffy. You just don't know what you're going to get.
But I don't want iffy. I mean,
to be honest with you,
I don't want to pull guys from the bullpen and go, I hope he gets, this is what we talked about. I hope.
Look, but here's the thing. What was the score at that time? The score was already 7 to freaking, 7-4 at that time.
It was 7-4, Eric. It was within reach. Come on.
Yeah, but the way the Giants were playing,
I wasn't watching that ball game going, I'm shutting it off because I don't care. We're going to lose.
I'm just saying it's kind of garbage time to a certain extent. You're down by 3. Again, for me,
down by 3 with this club. We saw it against Cincinnati the other night. Eric, I'm not too concerned down 3, but we got to get the pitching.
I'll tell you why I was concerned, and we're going to get into this. And then Doval came in, had a clean inning, man. He looked good. Doval came in and actually looked pretty damn good. All right, and there you go. And of course, the Giants were 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position.
I'm poo-pooing a little bit tonight only because I thought the game could have been kept in reach. I thought it got out of hand thanks to Bob Melvin's lack.
Nope. I'll tell you where they failed. Yes.
All right.
Yes, Hicks failed. Tell me what happened in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
The 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th inning. I think you're about to tell me.
Going off the rails. Eric with another epic sports take.
Well, let's see. On the 6th inning, I believe the Giants had the bases loaded. How many runs did they score? None. In the 7th inning, they had 2 runners on. How many runs scored? None. In the 8th inning.
But that's what happens when you've got 114 hitters.
In the 8th. So, no, it's not. It wasn't those hitters that were always coming up when that's those situations either. Because look, we're going 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. The 6th, you had the bases loaded. The 7th, you had 2 men on. The 8th, you had 2 men on. And in the 9th, you had the bases loaded. And you know how many runs they totaled in
we got 2 in the 6th. We got a pair.
How many runs? Yeah.
We got a pair.
2 runs. 2 runs with the bases loaded. Should have been a lot more. But then the 7th, 8th, and 9th, nothing. Nothing. Not a damn thing, man. That's a problem right there. You cannot. When you're in those situations, you got to come through with a hit somewhere. And look, it's something that we've seen in the past with the Giants. Is it just because they just had a stinker of a game? Yeah, maybe we could chalk it up to that. I don't know, because look what happened to yesterday's game. Look what they did in yesterday's game. They absolutely destroyed the Yankees. The first inning was 5 runs in the first inning. I mean, goodness gracious. So it's to a certain extent, it's feeling. So yes, the Hicks did not. He did not have a good game. So he. All right,
you say we destroyed him yesterday. You want to look back? That's fine. But I think one of the reasons, and again, I'm going to maintain until I see guys batting more than 220. I mean, 114, 120, 125. Goodness great. 196 from Adames. That is not acceptable. Matt Chapman at 184. On top of that, so this is where I'm going to say it gets interesting. Do you not agree that even though we got that of 4 guys batting below 200, one of these other guys going to come back to earth? Mike Yastrzemski's batting 316, Eric. That ain't going to last forever.
Yeah, probably not. But
Jung Hoo's 333. I like what I seen. I said he was a 324 hitter this year, Eric.
Here's the thing with Yaz.
Every game.
Yaz has changed his approach. He's done something in the offseason, and you're seeing it. You're seeing he's reaping the benefits of what he did in the offseason. It's good on him. I'm happy, man. I want to see him go out there and be able to be a competitor.
And with all the problems we've got, or that I'm trying to dissect here myself, I seem to be I'm hanging off the clip. Nobody's saving me. The one name I'm going to throw out there that is a major concern, you're not even going to see it coming, is Tyler Fitzgerald.
Oh no, that's a guy that I want to talk about tonight. Let's start with Fitzgerald. I'm going to tell you something. So he's having an issue with that bat. Yesterday he had 2 hits, which was fantastic.
I just want to tell the folks listening in and watching at home, we didn't even script this. We're actually agreeing on things tonight.
Yeah, how about that?
This is a great start to the show, Eric.
Well, here's the thing with Fitzgerald. What is his biggest strength?
I thought it was his speed, Eric.
Okay, there we go. So today he drew a walk. Did he steal a bag? No,
and
he
it
didn't.
Looks like they're not even a thought.
And I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if he has a green light. We're not privy to what's going on as far as the game planning is concerned. But that guy needs to be running, man. Especially when the Giants are looking like they're having a little bit of issue trying to score a run in this particular game.
Totally.
So gosh, you just send him, right? Because otherwise, if you're not going to take advantage of his strength, which is his speed, then put Schmidt out there at second base. He seems to be swinging a better bat. He's got a good glove. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You and I are in total agreement. I think if you're going to have him in the lineup and batting 237, which is we're not talking rocket science here either. That's not great. He's got to get on, and then he's one of your guys. You got to have him run or move him over, and nothing seems to be happening when he's on base.
Yeah, and so again, he leads the league, or he leads the team in stolen bases, which is fantastic. But
How many home runs?
He has none.
Right. So he went on that big tear, and everybody just thought he was a major league player last year. Other than a big stretch of about 10 days last year, I haven't seen a whole lot from Fitzgerald.
True. That is true. It could. And you know what? It's possible that's all it was. Maybe it was just a flash in the pan. But you got to give this guy at least a minimum of a month.
That's the problem, right? That's the issue.
Because
would you be afraid after a month if we're we're looking at a line and I go, Eric, he went 0 for 3 with a walk and he's batting .227? Would you say, all right, I'm not afraid to put Schmidt in there and give him his shot?
Yeah, why not? You're not losing anything, to be honest with you, at that particular time. But again, you got to give him time.
He had some nice at bats the other night too against.
And I said this the other night. This is baseball. If you are going to be hanging on every win and loss, you're gonna be miserable. I'm telling you, you're not gonna have mental health on your side. You got
no. Again, and at the end of the day, dude,
what's up, Pelletis?
We're going to be doing a lot of these shows saying there are losses. The team, if you're even above 500 by half a dozen games, there are going to be a lot of losses in the run of a year. And all the team, there's no team that goes 162-0.
Right.
You're going to have to, you lose, and it's not the sky's not falling. Chicken Little's not running around looking for cover or anything.
That exactly, and that's what I'm trying to say.
You lose, and you try to move forward, and you have to. I'm just looking at these numbers aren't jiving for me.
I hear you. Remember, baseball is every single day. This is not football where it's once a week. It's not basketball where sometimes you have a back-to-back, but then you have a day off here and there. I mean, this is totally different than any other sport. So it's easy to get caught up in the misery, and it's easy to get caught up in the euphoria. So you gotta kind of stay even as a fan. You kind of have to stay even keeled. Yes, in the moment you're gonna sit there and cuss and scream. I do it. I mean, everybody does it, right? Like someone gives up a home run, you piece of shit, right? You're just gonna do that. That's
what Yankee fans were saying when Wilmer went deep today.
So, and again, that's the deal. That's being a fan, right? So,
all right.
You gotta ride the highs and weather the lows. You have to
change tune. I see some guys who come into the chat occasionally. I haven't been in the last few days. I'm sure it was the same. Other channels, man. Other channels. I don't know how you feel, but other channels. Not going to call anybody out, Dan. But I was hearing it after the first 2 games of the year. Oh, this won't continue for Wilmer. He's not going to hit 20. He's not going to hit 30. Glenn's crazy. When do you start to buy in, Eric?
I don't know. I mean, he's got 6 home runs. I hear you.
We'll
see what happens.
Was I the only one who would have thought that possible?
Yes, you are the only one. Correct.
And absolutely. When are people going? If it's the All-Star break, he's got 23. You're going to, second half, he's going to slow down. Dude, this is the way people are talking.
Yeah, well, I tell you what.
Looking at the negative when the negative's not there.
I'll tell you. If he's still doing this at the end of May, there's something going on there. There's absolutely 100% something going on there.
Why?
In a good way, right? In a good way.
Why? Oh, yeah, because
because it's a small sample size. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, Glenn. It's the same thing with Wade and Fitzgerald, and they're in the toilet right now. Adames is in the toilet, but that's a small sample size. They in the next month they could come out and start tearing it up, right?
Yeah. But that's why
it's awesome.
My one thing that I've always claimed is the kryptonite for the Giants has been not just the players, just the negativity. And you and I are as guilty as anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You and I have, but to have Wilmer Flores on a torrid start, I have said all off season my reasoning was simple cross multiplication. You let him play every day. If the guy can hit you 23 and play half a season, what's he going to do? Get him a season under his belt. Let him play. Nobody will. This may be the first year you're going to get a chance to see him play 140 ball games, Eric. And then let the chips fall. Point. That's why I think he could hit 30 home runs.
What's he on pace for right now?
34.
But yeah, it's gonna be a fun watch. Let's say that it's gonna be a fun watch.
I think the two most consistent players, Eric. Do you agree? Wilmer Flores and Jung Hoo Lee.
Yeah, correct. Those are the two most consistent players right now.
And maybe in third, an honorable mention I'll give to Ramos. He's been getting a lot of extra base hits.
You know what? I would say Yastrzemski. I would say third. I would say Yastrzemski.
A little asterisk, an asterisk, a little asterisk by that because I think he's over his head at 316 average. I just think that's a little. Hey, I'll take that. Have I talked to you since? No, I don't think I have.
Nuh-uh.
The walk-off the other day.
Yeah, did we?
And to pull a Lou Marston, he wasn't the player of the game. He wouldn't have got up to do that in extra innings if it hadn't been for Wilmer Flores.
True. Yeah. True. That's true. Yeah, that solo shot.
Day. Well, he wouldn't have got I'm giving the player of the game to Bailey. Bailey, because he got a hit. Oh, Jesus. Wilmer won the goddamn game. Come on.
Well, he didn't. No. Well, he kept them in the game, but Bailey won the game. Why?
Wilmer hit the walk-off home run.
To tie it up. Yeah, to tie it up. Right.
The game winner.
Was it? No, I thought he tied it up.
Bailey got on, and then Wilmer hit the home run in Houston.
Oh, you're talking about Houston. I thought you were talking about the one before they went on the road trip.
I'm just talking about when Lou gave the player of the game to Bailey.
Oh, that was shit.
He got a base hit to keep the inning alive. I'm like,
gotcha.
Dude, he hit the game-winning home run, for God's sake.
I thought you were talking about that home run he hit down the line and
no, I'm all in on Wilmer. I don't know when people are going to some guys have come in that, I give them credit. They've come in and go, maybe there's a method to Glenn's madness, total lunacy.
Maybe.
He's doing something.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. There's another person we need to talk to as well. And maybe we'll come back. We're also going to come back to Hicks because we haven't done enough.
Yeah.
What is going on with Lamont Wade? There is something off with him. He is just not the same right now.
Yeah, he's doing what I expected, Eric.
But here's the thing.
And here's the thing. On base. I didn't expect
yesterday he was decent. You saw Bob Melvin adjusted the lineup. He put as the leadoff, knocked Wade down to 6. I thought that was good. Today, man, there were some key moments where he needed to get a hit with guys on the base paths, and he wasn't able to come through. As a matter of fact, I think weakness. I think he struck out with the bases loaded, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember all the situations. But I don't know what's going on with him, man.
If you're into tinkering with the lineup, then would you have any inclination of putting Wilmer into the lineup and playing on first base and giving your boy Matos or Schmidt a DH spot?
I don't know.
Or it's too early. I don't think it's too early.
No, because here's the thing.
Missed opportunity.
Because keeping Wilmer on the bench, you're keeping him fresh. He's not out there standing on his feet, depending on how long. I mean, I don't. Does Wilmer do the same thing he's doing at the bat now if he's out there playing a position? Right. Thanks, Eddie.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Wade, man, something is going on with that guy.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? I don't always call on him, Eric, and I give him some grief. Robert Rothberg asks a very, very valued question, Eric.
Yeah, well, I couldn't tell you. It won't be. It wouldn't be 10-4.
Nope.
It would not be 10-4.
That was 6 bombs and a couple of game winners, dude. And it kept us in the game the other day. That extra inning, dramatic win. Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what? Hey. This is what we're going to get to see all year from Wilmer Flores.
Is there anyone out there? I'm going to talk to the chat. Chat, is there anything that you see in Lamont Wade is there something that sticks out to you? Because I know he's striking out a lot, and he doesn't strike out a lot. He's a guy that has a pretty good eye, and he'll either draw a walk or get a base hit. What are you guys seeing with Lamont Wade? Because this is not the same Lamont Wade, and supposedly he's supposed to be healthy. I don't know what it is, man. I can't sit there and pick anything out. I know he's striking out a lot more. I don't know. I got to
agree with Mo G. See what
Mo G said? He's been perfect as a DH.
No, he's a part-time player, Eric.
Oh, well.
He's a part-time player, dude. Again, this is simply, in my opinion, going back to the Farhan days where, we got him cheap, and he's just part of our lineup, and we accept it now, Eric. And I don't accept 114 averages.
Oh, I get it. Well,
And I didn't want him. I didn't want him all off season.
I hear you.
But people were all about, he gets on base. Is he getting on base?
No, he's not.
Is he getting anybody who's on base in? Nope. Not on. I mean, dude, and you say it's baseball. The guys will come in and say, well, what about that RBI he had last Sunday? Well, dude, the blind squirrel finds a nut. He's not going to go 0 for the season.
Right.
But 114 does tell a tale. And today was ugly. Today was ugly.
I get it, man.
So how long a leash do you give him? When does Bob Melvin then go, you know what? I gotta make a move. Gotta do something to shake it up.
He's already made a move. He's already changed. He already knocked him out of the leadoff spot. So there you go. I think that tells you that that Bob Melvin is seeing the same steps of us. Now, real quick, and I still think, and I know I really didn't touch on it because you're kind of getting after Bob. I don't know if I'm really getting after Bob too much. He's been managing a pretty good game. Like I said, I think he understands they're in the middle of a very long road trip with no days off. And I think he's just trying. He doesn't want to blow up his bullpen because you blow up your bullpen already in your first series without a day off. You could be in a world of hate or a world of hurt, I should say. But
I'm just calling it to attention. There's only one other time this short season. Again, we played 14 games, Eric. The only other time I brought it up in the show, you didn't agree with me at all. But remember that game I was at the other night against Cincinnati, and I said, I think it was Huff. Was it not Huff?
Oh, Huff.
I'm losing track too. But Huff came up in the 8th inning with one out. And I go, why weren't you pitch hitting for him? Why if you got Matos on the bench, why are you not pitch hitting? And you go,
what was it? I can't remember what it was. It was I can't remember that, but I remember.
And I think you can't. You're down a run, 2 runs or 1 run, whatever it was. I think it was 2-0 game. I can't, dude. When you play Cincinnati twice in 2 weeks, I can't keep track of the games. No. But anyway, I thought there was a missed opportunity to go to the bench and pinch hit, and he didn't. And you said, well, it was late. But I never give up, man. Just get guys on. There's only 1 out in the inning. But today I thought he could have went to the pen. But
no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I think maybe he could have gone a little bit early. I mean, I think he was just trying to have him get it. Because if you think about it, in that 5th inning snowballed pretty damn quick. And I think by the time he had a guy ready, the damage is already done. And unfortunately, if Rodriguez came up and didn't give up that hit, and look, and it wasn't Rodriguez's fault. I'll give credit to Dominguez. The guy went out there. It was a fastball low and away on the outside corner, and he just poked it into freaking left field, man.
Yeah, I agree.
And scored 2 more runs. So again, that's the beauty of this game. That's why I love this game. Anything can happen. You put the ball in play, anything can happen. It could either be a ground out, it could be a pop out, a fly out, a line out, a home run, a single, a double, a triple. You just don't know what can happen. So,
dude, if it wasn't not to try to be a used car salesman here, the only reason I'm jumping on him today is the factors involved. The fact that you had the bases full and nobody's even up yet, but the weather. The fifth inning Hicks factor. There were so many factors that fell into place, and none of them seemed to be addressed at the time. And we're just going with it. So it is what it is.
That's fair. I mean, I get it.
I thought it would be different if it was 72 degrees, but dude, it had to be. Did you see Jung-Hoo Lee? I thought he was going to make a break downtown to the Bronx and rob a bank or something. You see, he had the look he had today.
Dude, I don't know if you watched the coverage.
Freaking
Javi Lopez and John Miller, they looked like they were freaking all bundled up for snow. They had gloves on, big old jackets, freaking knit caps. I'm like, wow.
I just thought Jung-Hoo looked like he was ready to make a break. And boys, you want pizzas? I'll just go and steal them.
Yeah.
And I bet you Jung-Hoo isn't used to playing. Don't they play most of their games in domes over in
They play them in domes, so yeah, exactly.
Most, if not all.
I think they all do.
Yeah, that's got to be a real change for him. Got to like what you see, Eric. I go back to what I said.
Oh man, dude, I tell you what, that's a positive, right?
I won't stress it anymore that it has to, but anybody who says we overpaid for Jung-Hoo Lee, you're late to the party, man.
No, absolutely. Yep.
He's
showing it, man.
If he wasn't doing what he's doing, he's already worth the price of admission, Eric.
Calvin is enjoying his Saturday night. What is up, Calvin? He is on his 4th margarita. Hey, moderation, Calvin. Hey, moderation. Make sure you're drinking some water in there. Get some water in there.
I don't know, Eric. Fourth margarita. We look really good on this show. Takes a lot some nights.
Moderation, Calvin.
Hey, why don't we take a
careful out
look at
there.
the out-of-town scoreboard and mix it up? Because we had a doozy of a final just come in a couple of minutes ago. Arizona down 4, and they walked it off.
Hey, look at that. Nice. Good for them.
Now, a Giant Sports Talk Live scoreboard update.
All right, time for scoreboards. Here we go. In the 8th. Hold on. Let me refresh. Top of the 9th. Holy but geez. What happened? What happened?
What happened with my 130 win season?
quick story, right? Quick story. So I went to my local taco shop, right? Went and got me a nice birria burrito. Boy, was that thing beautiful. Beautiful. Anyway, so I was driving there and I put it on KMBR and they were playing the ESPN broadcast of the Dodgers and the Cubs.
Nice. That's a change.
Listen to this. So I drove back. It was only 1-0. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the barn doors have been blown wide open.
Because when I saw the score, I got my old pal Roki Sasaki going in the fantasy today. I went, oh, Jesus. I'm going to have to just trade him nobody will trade for him. I'll have to release him. He only gave up 1 run. The bullpen, Eric.
Oops.
Kasparius. 7 hit 6 runs in an inning and 2/3. And then Garcia, a third of an inning, he gave up 4 runs in a third of an inning out of the Dodger bullpen.
Oh,
wow.
my. Who the hell's Garcia?
I haven't got it.
Gimme? Is it Gimme? Is he still a Dodger? Holy crap.
Maybe released maybe the first player released during a game.
Again, here. Hey, you want to see something, guys? Look at what's going on. Look what's going on with the Dodgers. Shohei, 295. Rojas, 179. Granted, he was a pinch hitter. Betts, 292. Freeman, 222. He's been out for a while. Enrique, 103. Teoscar, 300. Taylor, 143. Conforto, 205. Batman, 246. Muncy, 184. Pajes, 149. Barnes, a big nothing. So, look, the Dodgers aren't doing much in their lineup as well.
And on the other hand, too, give credit to the Cubs. They had the 20-run game over in Sacramento, 11 on the board, and that game is still ongoing. They're putting some runs up. They're playing good ball, even though their record's 9-7. I think they're fantastic.
Yep. All right, let's look at some more. So, again, it looks like the Cubs are going to win this one. It's in the end of the 8th there. Bottom of the 7th.
Yeah,
Mariners.
We get the Mariners up on the Rangers, Eric. That one is a 5-1 score. I'm just taking a look. There's only the 2 games that are ongoing right now. Not a lot to talk about in that game, other than you mentioned Wu, Ryan Wu. Remember we were talking about him last year? Wu came up, and he had a pretty good outing tonight. 7 innings, gave up a run on 6 hits, struck out 7. So pretty good, and the Mariners will be on their way to a win. 5-1. 7th inning, going to take something for the Rangers to come back, I think.
Tigers playing some good ball. Look at that. They're 9-5 after beating the Twins today, who are dropped to 4-11. Blanked them. Shutout. Look at that. Only 5 hits. But Spencer Torkelson hit a 2-run jack to pad the Tigers' lead. So there you go, man. Tigers beat the Twins.
Phillies, they scored twice in the first inning, Eric. Really didn't have to look back. Went on to a 4-1 victory, even though they were the team that made the error, and often errors come back to bite you, but they posted the 4-1 win. And let's see if they can win tomorrow, get all those wins out of their system, because you said earlier in the show, we gotta go to Philly, Eric, for 4 this week. I
know, it's not going to be easy, man. That's going to be a tough one. All right, we already know Giants, Yankees. Blue Jays lose to the Orioles in Baltimore. Look at that. I guess I know they were fighting some weather as well. But yeah, Orioles beat them 5-4, even though Blue Jays put up 10 hits. Hey, look at that. Batista's back. Hey, look at that. Good for him. I know he's recovering from Tommy John, so he's back in action. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he should be their closer. So there you go. Orioles take it over to Blue Jays.
I was watching a bit of that Blue Jay game earlier, being back in Canada for the next couple of weeks, Eric. Again, fantasy ball, you like to see what your players are doing. Gives you a little interest in games maybe you wouldn't watch. Oh, geez, I won't talk about Sagano's 4 2/3 where he gave up 8 hits and 3 runs. But the Mets, they lost to the Athletics, the Sacramento or the Northern California, or whatever they're called. The A's, they beat the Mets by a score of 3-1. Pareda ripped an RBI double for the A's in the win.
And the Braves, they get another one. The Braves beat the Rays 5-4 in Tampa Bay. A lot of hits there. Man, guys must have been all over the base paths in this game. 15 hits for the Braves, 12 for the Rays. A combination of 27.
I see that. They must have got a fresh order of torpedo bats there. But the Braves were doing the tomahawk chop today, Eric.
Yeah, Michael Harris. He's a good guy,
Marlins,
man.
they win again. They're 500 ball club. I don't think that's too bad for a young Marlin club. 7-6 win over the Nationals today. They're 5-4 at home and 7-7 on the season. I think they'll be happy with that start.
Yep. And the White Sox upset the Red Sox.
Holy cow, plan the parade.
The Battle of the Soxes. Look at that. You got the White Sox 1 run over the Red Sox, beat them 3-2 in Chicago.
And you know the interesting thing about that White Sox team, Eric? It surprises me that they're 4-10 because every night when we do the post game, I go, Jesus, they won again. And they beat Boston just yesterday, Eric. But look at their record at home.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the record on overall. So they haven't won on the road this year. They're having a little bit of problem on those road trips.
Yep.
Maybe out in the club's a little too late. The Guardians, the Royals hooked up today, but it wasn't in Kansas City, Eric.
Nope. Cleveland, look at that. Cleveland 5-0 at home. I think they like the home cooking. No doubt about it. Look at that, 6-3 over the Royals.
There is something to be said, dude. I am willing to call the Giants next week and say, I've got a plan, Eric. I've got a plan. And my plan is, if you think back to all these post-game wraps we've done, every time a player has a bobblehead night, he has a big game.
So give bobblehead nights every night?
Every night should be a bobblehead night at Oracle Park. Elliott and Cruz, bobblehead night. What did he do? Grand slam, and they won 5-2. And just last week, Shohei Ohtani, bobblehead night. The heads were flying off the bobbleheads. Guys, the fans were going nuts. Why? He walked it off. Chapman bobblehead, big game. I'm telling you, there's something to it, Eric.
Maybe. Yeah, he had a grand slam. Good old
5-4. The Reds, they've been struggling. They're 7-8, 4-4 at home.
And the Angels beat the Astros. Look at that, 4-1. That's pretty good. Only allowed Astros 3 hits. Man, I tell you, Angels are playing. This is not going to be an easy road trip, guys. Nope. We thought. I still think. I think the Giants win tomorrow with Logan Webb taking a ball. So I think they win the series against New York.
It's not
Philadelphia. Philadelphia is up. It's up in the air, man. It's a 4-game series. That one. If you split, I'm happy. You go to LA. It's not going to be you're not going to just walk over them, guys. They're going to put up a fight. The Angels they're playing some good baseball. So the Giants better not, quote unquote, play down, so to speak, right? They better come out and get ready to lace them up because the Angels are playing some really good baseball. Anyways, Angels beat the Astros 4-1.
And that diamond, we were doing our Giant chat, and I was kind of taking a peek over to my right side here, and I was watching a bit of that Diamondback game. What a finish, Eric.
Hey, bring it up.
Finish.
Talk about it. I'll pause it when the ad comes up.
In the night. Oh, there you go. You're going to show some video. They scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 9th, Eric. It was a 4-1 ball game. Diamondbacks scored 5 in the 9th. And Gurriel, the old Blue Jay, Gurriel had a sac fly. That's how it ended. And they scored 5. It was just nickel and dime hits, a double, and some walks. And see, boom. What a finish. The crowd going home happy. Here it is, Eric.
All right, let's see. All right, let me back it up. All right, here we go.
Take it away.
Oh, it's Corbin Carroll.
This year, 7 RBIs. It's this one high and deep to right center. And ball still carrying. There it goes. And it's off the fencing out there. It stays in play. Here comes Gabby, allocated for third. And he is in there with the RBI triple. Hampson on the move. Corbin drives it deep to right center. It's on its way. And it's off the wall. Thomas scores. Here comes Hampson. Corbin Carroll drives in 2 more.
All right, let me get to the walk-off.
I don't want to. This is the day in review.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, because we don't want to get a hit.
Guys, here we go. Here it is.
No matter what you do the first 8 innings, if you do this in the 9th inning, boy, the D-backs just put together one great at-bat after another to win this game.
Third career walk-off RBI for Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And the Diamondbacks get their first walk-off win of the year.
Hang up.
And they
Hang
avoid
up.
getting swept in the first 2 games of this series. They have a chance for a series win now tomorrow with Zach Gallen on the mound.
Look at that.
I don't know the guy's name, Eric. And that's why some people kind of poo-poo on me. And that's okay. I can most times take it. Sometimes I get a little pissed off. But that's why sometimes I listen to the visitor broadcast, Eric. That guy sounded exciting.
He did, didn't he?
Sometimes I enjoy listening to the visitor broadcasts when I'm watching my Giants. But what a finish. It was a lot to be excited about there. And the
San Diego
win again.
San Diego 12-3. Fernando Tatis is killing the ball right now. Killing it.
Yeah.
Did I say killing? He's killing it.
They got both runs and home runs. They had Tatis and the guy they thought was washed up. They got Hayward in the offseason. He had a solo shot. So 2 hits.
Wow.
They win the game. And look,
I'm telling you,
seven
man,
total hits in the game, man.
San Diego,
Everybody wrote them off, but you would have.
I did.
Everybody wrote them off. It was all
I did not.
Oh, ownership. I said ownership doesn't go out and pitch. Ownership doesn't hit. Dude,
Right.
They are a good ball club. But everybody
They are.
off.
I've said it. I said they're a good ball club. They got a great manager, and hey, sometimes that's all it takes. Anyway, there's your out-of-town scoreboard. Let's talk about, for now.
Before you talk about anything, I just want to quickly, as of right now, I believe there'll be a half-game fluctuation when all is said and done. But the Padres lead the division. The Dodgers are going to follow a game and a half back, tied with the Giants for second place. Game and a half back. The way those other clubs have started, I'll take that. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Take it away, Eric.
Yep. Let's talk a little bit about tomorrow, and we could come back to what happened today for those of you who may be coming in to chat a little bit later. Logan Webb takes the ball. He's going to go up against Carlos Rodon. Carlos Rodon has been pretty bad so far. Webb's been good. You think the Giants, they come back and win, right? What you think?
I don't think it's going to be as easy as maybe you make out to be. Carlos Rodon, maybe off to a slow start. He's no slouch, and he's going to want to play good against these. Guys like to play well against the clubs they used to wear. So when you're facing your former team, I think he'll be on par. And I'm never one to say, no matter who you've got pitching or what, whoever's facing Judge and Dominguez and Bellinger, it's never an easy day. And now, dude, I've got this Ben Rice in the fantasy league. Free agent, nobody wanted him. He's killing it, man. So the Yankees, no knockover. It's gonna be a good game tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm gonna check the weather, see what the weather looks like.
I think the weather's supposed to be good. I think the weather's supposed to be good. I don't think there's any rain, but I don't know as far as the temperature is concerned. But I think the Giants take it tomorrow. I like their chances again with Webb. No.
Yeah, he's got to 1-0 and 189 ERA, and Rodon 1-2, 519. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a high of 61 degrees. And don't forget, guys, it's an early start. Gets underway at 10:30 tomorrow morning. So set your lineups.
See, that's beautiful. It's probably going to be humid, but that's beautiful weather right there.
Or forget I said that. Forget your lineup.
Yeah, right.
The only person I have to worry about is Robbie Dizzle. His fantasy lineup is like the starting 9 for the Giants. So
yeah, pretty much. Hey, all the power to him, man.
Yeah.
They won 6. It was 16. They got 5 more.
It's over.
No. Hold on. Let me refresh this. 16-0, man. Holy crap, dude.
Let me check. And they were going to the 9th, Eric. What happened in the 9th? Let me see what happened in the 9th. Gage Workman doubled to right center. Michael Busch scored. Miguel Amaya scored. Carson Kelly homered. Pete Crow Armstrong scored. Yeah, they put the hits together. You know what they did, Eric? You know what they did? I'm going to give you a little baseball 101. They got runners on, and they had either bombs or got them in. What a concept, Eric. Get guys on and bat them in. Giants could take a lesson from that.
Yeah, well, the Giants were doing that. Hey, you can't do it every game. Can't do it every game, right?
Okay, but
not every game.
Dude, listen, I know where you're going. I can live with that. Factor in, though, I've got the big binder here. I can go back on the scoreboard and tell you, Eric. You know, a lot of these games the Giants have won have been 1-0, 2-1. The extra inning on home opener day. Dude. Some days we've had, no, I mean, home opener was a little different story, but we got lucky. We won. Dude, there's been some, we're not exactly knocking the cover off the ball, Eric.
Got it. No, I understand. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just think the cream will settle, and I think there's a 500 ball club, Eric. If 79 win team, I'm not going to change my mind.
That's your decision, man. I still think they're around 84. I think they might be able to play a little bit better. Hey, we both may be wrong. So
hey, Skaters is in the house. Skaters, did you get
what's up, Greg?
Did you get the little package I put under your door? I hope it was. I told Bernice, I hope I put it under the right door. I went down to his apartment. I said, I think it's his apartment.
Oh boy.
Skaters agrees with you. Pitching and defense, Eric. Pitching and defense.
Yeah, Mario, he's batting a cool 2.05, man. Not very good, right? Oh, he said yes, he did. And thanks.
I put a sticker package together, put it under his door.
A sticker package.
Yeah, I slid him under and then ran for the elevator. So if he heard the rustle, I'd put that there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right on. Gosh, what else do we want to talk about here? Oh, jeez. Did
we forget something?
Did you see the grip that Birdsong has on his changeup?
No, but I like what I've seen out of the bullpen.
Wait till you see his changeup grip. It's going to give you arthritis just looking at it.
Spencer Stewart gave me a little laugh.
Dude.
A heartbreaker.
Dude.
Not a heartbreaker for Giant fans, though, Spencer. We'll take that all day long.
Dude. Let's see if I find it. There it is. This is good stuff here, guys. It's a little clip of our very
Roku
own.
says, unless the Giants make a monster
Birdsong.
deal, not making the playoffs. Got to agree.
Check this out, guys. Good stuff.
Agree. You know, they paid a lot of money, Eric. Here's something you can talk about later. I know you're going to pull something up there, but you paid a lot of money. You paid a lot of money to make Hicks a starter. We could have paid less and got that big power hitting bat at first base at Arizona.
The money that they're paying Hicks is reliever money. That's not starter money. That's not starter money. It just isn't. That is reliever money, period.
But look at that guy from Cleveland who went over to Arizona. We could have got him for even less, and we need a first. Eric, the bottom of this Giants team in the past has done it. We saw it in 2016 against the Cubs.
Maybe.
What do we need? Bullpen.
Hey.
What did they not go out and get? Bullpen.
You know what they might get next year? You know what's possible next year? Who could you get for first base? Who could you get for first base next year?
We already have our first baseman.
No, do we?
He's going to play.
Do we?
Base.
Do we?
Yeah.
Do we?
Yes, we
do. Do we? Do we?
The Dewey Decimal System? We do.
I don't know. I don't know if hey, Cole, you son of a bitch. Yes.
Oh, we ain't getting Alonso. Don't
you
start.
Can't.
Don't get Deary
Hold
wound
on.
up.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Night.
I'm gonna tell you something because the way the Giants are playing and how much money they're going to free up next year, absolutely go out there and get freaking the polar bear. Because do you see what he's doing right now so far? He's killing the ball. Anyways,
Anthony says he's not going to be our first baseman, so I'll take that to the bank.
See, I told you. I don't know, man. All right.
Gilly will be lurking. All right, take it away. Look at the baby face. Jesus.
Yeah, he's baby face killer. There we go.
Literally, I watched the video. It was last spring training. Watched the video on TikTok. Couldn't throw a changeup at the time. It was not good, and it was just a really bad fastball. Started messing around with grips and found that grip, and I was like, let's throw it. And I started doing what I wanted it to do. And
was your first ever K with that pitch? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was.
Could you show us what it looks like?
I can get it.
How do you throw a ball like that?
I was just going to say, how do you get leverage on how do you get speed on that?
How do you throw a ball like that, dude?
If you and I threw that right there, I wind up in the bullpen. They got at Oracle, and I fire it in. I'm net 53, 54, which I can't figure out 100. How I could throw that about 20.
If I tried to throw that, my finger would pop off, and there would be pieces of cartilage traveling behind that ball.
You and I would both hit a fan, is what we do.
That's ridiculous. No wonder he had a finger problem.
Hey, Mike O, always in
What's up,
late.
Mike?
Never better late than never. What's up, Mike?
That is nuts. All right, we'll keep playing. There, look. How do you, what is that? What is that? A circle. Yeah, it's a circle change with your finger stuck in the air.
Yeah. Whatever works for you, Eric. I just wish somebody would bring back the old Stan Bonsa, the palm ball. Throw the palm ball. Yeah. And you know what, Eric? I was thinking about this today. Speaking of pitching and grips, I was thinking, when you go to the bullpen, especially our bullpen, they kind of are a dime a dozen. They're good, but there's nothing that really. You know what I'd like to see coming out of this bullpen, Eric? Right in the middle of the game, drop a reliever in, and then go to the pen and bring in your knuckleballer. It would throw everybody off kilter, and then bring in Rodriguez throwing about 96, 98 heat. Dude,
Rodriguez has been having a pretty damn good game. He's having a good season thus far.
Yes, Skaters. Rodriguez is playing decent ball. I like him. I liked him last year, but I also, dude, did you think that we would be in this season with Birdsong in the pen? I certainly didn't.
No. He's the next man up. If they need a starting pitcher, I think he's the next man up.
Absolutely. Agree.
If
Are we ever going to see Harrison again?
Good question. I don't know. I would think if they have to go to the minor leagues, he may be the first guy they got to call up, right? Maybe. I don't know, man. That's a great question. I can't tell you. I guess it depends on how he's doing in AAA.
Because you and I tried to wrap our mind around that about 2 weeks into the spring training. Like, where's he at, Eric?
Let's look. Gave up 6 runs. Are you kidding me, dude? I can't be doing that, man. Come on, man. Let me look at this box score. Oh, they're still playing.
And Anthony says he's been walking a lot of batters. I've already looked at keeping track of the majors. Good call.
Let me look at this. Harrison, 3 innings. Oh, my God. 3 innings, 7 hits, 6 earned, 5 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, good call. Bingo, Eric. Look. Then we can send Hicks back to the pen. I like that.
There's different things that could be done here.
I like that. The quote of the night comes in already, Eric. Dodgers get humiliated at Chavez Latrine. There you go. Quote of the night.
There you go.
Johnny T. Oh, you got it.
Right on, man.
You working on, that's not a coffee. You working on a Pepsi there? Save the Pepsi for me, big guy. Oh, you got the iced tea?
The peach.
Oh, okay. Not for me.
That's
I'll
amazing.
stick with the old. Bernice had me down on the Pepsis. I'm back, baby. I guess
you were never gone from the pit. Come on. Let's be serious.
I cut back. I go, where's the Pepsi? Oh, we'll pick up a case tomorrow. And the next day. I forgot. We'll pick up. I was getting the shakes. I'm back, baby.
But yeah, you look, it's still too early. I see you guys talking about it. This is something we could talk a little bit later. Let's give it a couple of months and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, right? Let's see what happens. I know people they want that instant gratification. I get it, but you're gonna have to kind of slow your roll. Take it easy. It's a marathon, guys. Come on, right?
Guys, you should have seen me on the plane yesterday. What would you like, sir? I'd like a Pepsi. They give you a Pepsi in a little thing with. By the time they put the ice in it, I went, it's gone. It was like a shot glass. Dude, I want a double fist of Pepsi. Come on, not flying that.
Cresha Fishing comes in, and he is humiliating the Dodgers. Look at that. I see a lot of crying emojis.
What kind of
fish? A lot of crying emojis.
What kind of? It looks like an overgrown cat. What is that?
No, that looks like a halibut to me.
Just
could be wrong.
Just he went fishing just for the halibut.
All right,
Anthony, I got tested for diabetes. They said it's a mystery to science, but I am in great health.
Hey, right on,
If I
man.
could clear up the sinuses, I'd be $1 million. I feel great. Eric, if I drop dead tomorrow, I've had a good run. Feel
Hey,
good.
there you go.
Feel
Fair
good.
enough. Fair
Working
enough.
with you, get back on the channel, feeling good, looking good. Got my hat on. We've only lost 4 games. Things could be worse.
Justin's asking, do you bench? No, you don't. You don't sit Chapman.
Chapman will never
You just
be
don't.
benched.
You just don't do that. Because again, his glove is playing. Yes.
That is like
He's
our equivalent
streaky.
of, would you bench Judge, Eric? Would you bench
Right.
Judge?
He's streaky. Look, he's streaky. He's going to drive you insane with some of his at-bats. It's going to happen. But you paid this man $151 or $151 million. He's not going to sit. It's just not. Unless he's fighting some type of a nagging injury, then you'll sit him. But no, you're just not going to do it.
Cole says, we knew that. Lose at the Masters. You watch golf at Eric? I want a bigger ball, not that teeny-weeny little, pasture pool. That's pasture pool.
No.
Dude.
That is a negative.
That's a big 10-4 from me, too.
No.
Yeah.
The storylines are kind of cool.
Robert A. I agree.
Hey, if you want to just take a nap on the couch, then watch some golf. It's if you're playing it, I'm sure it's fun. But when you're watching it,
yeah. But when the most exciting broadcaster in golf goes, it's a big finish, Eric, here on the 18th. I'm like, oh Jesus, is it that exciting?
Yeah.
Eric, it's a big finish here. It's a big finish. He's going for the putt to win. I'm like, Jesus, give me enthusiasm, man. That's why I like listening to Johnny Miller's home run calls.
Yeah,
and I can't.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it Alanta or Alonka or I don't know what he says.
Adios, Palota.
Is it Balota?
Palota.
All these years later, I thought it was Alanta. I don't know.
Alanta.
There you go.
Okay, where are we at here? Let's see.
Johnny,
Horoku, what's up, Horoku?
like Johnny's quotes today. This is great.
He's got some good ones.
Yeah. There you go, Cole.
Good God.
The show's starting to go off the rails an hour in, Eric. I look like a golf caddy. Where the hell did that come from? I'll 9-iron you across the head. Jesus. A golf caddy. I've been called a lot of shit in my life, Eric, but a golf caddy, that is a new one.
I'll never forget my dad used to watch golf, and
America's
without
golf
fail, on the couch, out like a light, man. Oh, man, that's so funny, dude.
For me, there's only one sport that is, and don't say the WNBA, you friggers. The only sport worse than golf, I cannot. But, dude, if it's on, and it's the last sport on TV ever, I will not watch, it's tennis.
Yeah.
No offense to Tommy D out there. He can tell you every tennis player's handicaps and birthdays and.
Oh shit! I forgot they're in New York. You should have got a hold of Tommy.
Should have got a Tommy. How about an afternoon game tomorrow? Let's do a post-game show and get Tommy D on.
If he wants to come on, yeah.
Guys, check your local listings because we might get. I see, dude. If I reach out to him now, he gets cranky. Dude, I was in bed. Now you know what it's like trading with Dan. I was in bed at 2:30 in the morning. Don't be messaging me. So I'll check tomorrow. Tommy, golf is not fun to watch. It is not good to listen to. It is certainly not good play. I like playing the first hole and then all hell breaks loose. I'm throwing the clubs. I can see why people get pissed off. Dude, I get the first hole. Great shot. And then it's downhill.
It's over after that.
It's over.
Miniature golf. Stick with miniature golf.
Oh, dude, now that's more fun. And they got a miniature golf course set up right by Oracle Park.
Do they?
Yes, they do. You know the little bridge behind the park? I don't even know what that bridge is called.
Lefty
McCovey
O'Doul's?
Cove Bridge, I call it.
Lefty O'Doul's. 3rd Street
Right over
Bridge.
the bridge, and boom, there it is. Miniature golf setup. I think
No
it's
kidding.
$27 to play 9 holes. But
27. Get out of here.
Hey, dude, Mike, the tennis courts down the road from me. That's all you hear late at night. You're pickleball. That is the in thing in the Bay Area, dude. Pickleball.
Pickleball.
Not for me either. Anything I got to run. The only thing I run for is the soda and the remote. That's all. Dude. Yeah. Tom likes it. He says Masters coverage is awesome. You guys are nuts.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe the coverage is better. What do they got? Drones out there following the ball now? Maybe.
Probably.
That'd be kind of cool.
Probably
that would be kind of cool.
Skaters getting into it with Heroku. This should be interesting.
I know. I'm looking at it too. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I want to get out of here. You want to stay? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm ready. I think I'm
prolonging it any longer than
No, I think we're good. We talked it out.
Bernice asked me to ask you a question. She goes, now that the season's underway and they're playing 6 games over 500, why are you and Eric doing 1-hour shows? And when there was bring all to talk about, you were going for 3 hours. I go, that is a damn good question. That needs a scientific answer from Eric.
Yeah, and then the reason is because it's the off season and we're just sitting around. There's no baseball to talk about, so we just think about other things and we just get careful. And here's another thing: if I throw the link out there right now, we'll be on here for another half hour.
Yeah, that's true. So I can just I'll tell Bernice. Eric says, because all we did all off season, we just bullshitted for 3 hours.
That's exactly what it was. 100%. That's
Bingo!
exactly. But the post games, if there's other things to talk about, of course, the longer we'll stay on. But
I like doing the show during the season, dude, because we got a format. We talk about it. We bring up the stats. We go to the
talk
chat,
about other games and baseball. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, I like doing the show. I hope you guys are still entertained and you guys still keep tuning in. I love it. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, yeah, I think we're good to go, man. I don't have anything else. I threw out the link out there yesterday. Marcus came on for a little bit. Maybe we'll see. If you get Tommy on tomorrow, then maybe we'll go.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. What do you think, guys? Let's try to get Tommy. I haven't talked to Tommy D Tommy D went to Spain. There was some Spanish tennis tournament he went to. I don't know if he's back.
Never mind then.
He might be. Anthony says Glenn is a guest. Well, lately. Geez, I drop in when I want, right, Eric?
You bet, Jung Ho, for show.
My ownership of the show's gone down to 10% here.
Holu Chit fan club. The Holy Chit fan club. Look at that.
All right, before we get out of here, tomorrow morning. That's so weird. Tomorrow morning, Eric, at 10:35 a.m. It's the San Francisco Giants still gunning for their 11th. They're up against Carlos Rodon and the Yankees. Logan's got the perfect, unblemished record, 1-0, 189 ERA. So let's keep it rolling. Shut down those Yankee torpedo bats, and all will be good in Giant land when we go live tomorrow with another Giant Sports Talk Live, a Northern Lights Entertainment production. Brought to you by Signatures for Soldiers, GenesisGoldIRA.com, Duxwell Printing, who did our stickers, by the way. Eric, by the way, nice. He would be pissed off if I didn't do it. Dude, I went to Duxwell to pick up our stickers the other day. And the cameras were out. They love our show. They work late doing the late night printing, and they put our show on the laptop, and they watch us every night. And there they are. I was at the print shop, Eric. So
nice.
There's Mr. Duxwell right there. And he gave me some kind of, I don't know, the Chinese good luck. I got your good luck tea bag, Eric. So anyway, Duxwell and Lefties. And where do you get your credit card, Eric?
There at bettercreditcards.com.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Take us on home.
Yeah, let's go. Guys, be good. Enjoy the rest of your night. Saturday night. Go out and have fun, guys, and we'll be back here either in the afternoon or tomorrow night. One or the other. So, again, let's get that win tomorrow. Win the series. Let's go.
Right on.
Come on. Logan Webb is starting. Let's go. Let's get it done.
All right, buddy. I got to warm up the cab.
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.